What's up, you guys? It's MSubs88, your favorite Darkest Brawler, and of course, Halcor. So, today, we're going to be doing a deck profile that you've probably been waiting for. And, yeah, pretty hyped. Also, showcasing my new editing software that I downloaded on my phone. It's an app. It's pretty sweet. You can see what it's called in the intro. I don't remember what it's called. Awesome app. I'll throw a picture of it right here-ish, because I can actually do that now. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. So, as I'm sure you all are very aware, this is a Mono-Darkus build that I have. It's my updated build. I'm really excited to kind of show you guys how I've changed it with the introduction of Resurgence. And I feel like I have most of everything that I want out of Resurgence as far as Darkest stuff goes right now. But without further ado, let's start with the Bakugan. Obviously, we have one sick puppy right here. Darkest Halcor Ultra, boasting 302 300B and 2 damage. Super solid card. People don't give this dog enough credit. And then we have our main dragon, Nilios Ultra, boasting 206 damage, but if he lands on a regular shield, plus 400, so it goes up to 6 and 6. Pretty nutty. And last but not least, our Snake Son, Fangzor Ultra. 600B start out and 1 damage, but a native Shadow Strike, making him extremely lethal in early game. Snake's got some potent venom. And of course, as you've seen, they require 4 shields total, a magic shield, and a helix. So, I either play 4 of plus 400 to Aquos and Darkus, which is what I currently have in hand. So 2 for Nilios, 1 for Fangzor, and 1 for Halcor. Then the Helix, minus 300, minus 1 for Halcor, and minus 500 for Fangzor Ultra, because the way I look at it is my cores are now completely useless for my opponent to use. Turn 1, bam. Fangzor Ultra can avoid it. Turn 2, if I draw a C, my entire team is unaffected by my negative cores, but your guys more than likely still are. So obviously, with those sick Bakugan, you have their figures, which look awesome, especially with my paint job I did extra on Halcor. Then obviously you got your Nilios Ultra. Looks real sick in ball form. Let's pop him open. Wow. Looking real awesome. And then obviously, last but not least, Snake Son, who is absolutely huge, and I'm gonna have to pick up the camera just to get him all in. But yeah, there's our Bakugan there. Pretty sick. Gotta say, I'm really happy with where this deck has went. Moving on. What good are Bakugan without their evolutions? So obviously, I'm gonna stick to the 2. So 2 Titan Halcor Ultra. He loses a power, but he goes up to 1000B, but he gains a power for each flip in my grave. We'll get to that later. 2 Hyper Nilios Ultra. 508 plus 800 if he lands on a shield. So I play 4 shields. If my opponent's playing any more, then that's a lot of shields. And chances are I'm going to land on a shield, and he's going to get that plus 800 regardless of what that shield is. So that's going to put him at 1300, or yeah, it's 13, right? If I could math. Yeah, 13. Then obviously Hyper Fangzor Ultra costs 3. Shadow Strike, he goes up to 1,003. So really, really good. I almost feel a little bit wasteful playing what I play, but because he has Shadow Strike. Some with C. I'll get there in a minute. Anyway, so for action cards, my 1 costs are Chaotic Darkness times 2. Choose a player to discard a card. This is subject to change, but I'm trying it out for right now. Darkest Slicer, it's a 1 cost plus 200B. If that Bakugan's holding a green fist, plus 3. So that can be used. It may be handy if my opponent's playing any green fists and I end up on one. So I was like, yeah, you know, whatever. It's better than the other one that's 1 cost and only 200. So might as well get something if I can. I'm actually playing 4 Lightning, but 2 of this version, the new one. When you open a Bakugan, it gets plus 3. He's 2 costs. And then obviously 2 of the original. Flip cards cost 1 less to play. Super useful. And then from the rest of my heroes that I play, be 3C. Shadow Strike to your Darkest Bakugan. If you deal 10 or more damage, you get to draw 3 cards. So yeah, that's why I feel like I'm being a little wasteful playing 3C, but I want to see him turn 2. So that's why I play 3. Continuing with action cards. Sorry, I got a little off track there. I have my deck set in cost, organized by cost. Anyway, playing 2 Dark Path, plus 300 for 2 cost. Really good for early game, which is where this deck kind of shines. I play 2 Dark Fortune. It's a 3 cost out of Bakugan Resurgence. Search your deck for an Evo card, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Then shuffle the deck. So by playing 2 of this, I'm essentially playing, you know, potentially 3 of any of my evolutions. It just adds consistency, and searching the deck is one of my favorite things to do in any card game. So, but yeah, playing 2 Dust to Dust only because of its cost. I would play 3 if it had a lower cost, but it gives plus 300 and sacrifice. You may discard a card to draw 2 cards, so that's pretty good. It helps build up your hand a little bit, which was kind of needed. Still playing the 3 Shadow Coil. They're all hex foil at this point. Hopefully the rest of this deck will be there at some point. I'm sure you all know what Shadow Coil does. Stone Skin, still 3 of it because it's where Darkus is kind of weak and B powered. I've noticed, so I've kind of switched focus of this deck to more B power focus instead of adding cards that increase my damage a lot. So I'm playing 3 times Darkest Howl. You can read it there because my mouth is dry. Really good card. And then that's it for the action cards. I play 8 flip cards. I know it's a little high, but I'm keeping Halcor in mind. And also I felt like I needed something to stop, you know, Darkus if I'm playing against Darkus. So I play 3 Cease Outsiders, which is the block non-Darkus. Obviously I play 3 Pact because it's the best block in the game. And then I'm playing 2 Black Hole because it's kind of dirty, and if you hit it with both lightning out, it's only 1 cost. And if your opponent has sunk a lot of energy into trying to defeat you in this round, then their stuff stays tapped and you hardly have to tap anything. So it's pretty rad. But yeah, guys, that's my new and freshly updated Mono-Darkus deck. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think about my new camera quality. I'm actually on a Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus now. Pretty sick. Hyped to actually have something that's a little bit better than the iPhone, which the iPhone was kind of nice, but this is definitely an upgrade. And this new editing software is loads better. I can actually do I can impose things like you've seen earlier. But yeah, guys, most importantly, remember to keep calm and brawl on. M Subs 88 out.